joy. But first, this is today on East.
That you'll carry it with.
Things that you need the second you get home with the baby. You don't have a car living in the city.
Cloud Q by Cybex, and this is the Aton Q. Have a car, have the base installed. It's super safe, and it's got this extra bar which will help distribute the energy if you are in an accident. More like you would have is with the seatbelt, and it'll come around here. It has a little belt path, and it'll cut right across. Acts as an anti-rebound bar, so the car seat won't move. It's in there snug and secure.
Well, now I want to do more shopping.
The Midwest to the Northeast are in the path of the season's first big winter storm this morning, and Dylan's here to tell us what we can expect.
It got really bad in Minnesota. Some FedEx truck off the road there. We saw most of our accidents across Minnesota because the snow came down so heavily, and it reduced visibility down to almost nothing at times because of the blizzard conditions. So we are still seeing the snow falling, not so much across Minnesota, but now it's across eastern Wisconsin. That's going to taper off as we go through the morning. Then we're going to see the cold air work its way over the still warm Great Lakes. That's going to trigger some lake effect snow, especially as we go into the next couple of days. Upstate New York, that's going to be the zone we're going to focus on, especially Saturday night, Sunday night, and even into Monday. Because keep in mind, the water is still warm, but the cold air behind this front will turn on that lake effect snow machine, combine that with wind gusts up to around 40 to 50 miles per hour through parts of Michigan, through parts of upstate New York. That could lead to whiteout conditions at times. As far as snowfall accumulations, we're looking at perhaps up to 6 inches up near Traverse City in Michigan, but it's really through upstate New York, areas like Potsdam, Watertown. Those are the areas we could see 1.5 feet of snow or more. Once that lake effect machine turns on, it's hard to turn it off.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
I know. And
I know.
Well, Dylan, thanks so much.
Here.
We're going to get the rest of your national forecast in just a couple of moments.
Moving on, tragedy.
Normal Saturday night in South
that's
Beach.
dream news for my sons right there. Yes.
Let's get a check of the rest of the national forecast from Dylan.
Yeah, we've got the snowstorm that's going to develop back through the Great Lakes. Lake effect snow machine will be turning on this weekend. But we also have this storm system. It's kind of weak, but we still could see some rain, obviously, from Seattle down through the coast of Oregon and into San Francisco. Sierra Nevada mountain range could see about 6 inches of snow or so. Elsewhere, it's just going to be all about this cool down that's going to work in behind this cold front. Look at high temperatures today, only in the 30s across parts of the upper Midwest. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
Yeah, I know, really. Open air concerts, you're going to get a bat or two.
I'm going to say
Have
Have you ever seen a bat? Like, I mean,
Yes.
but just randomly at a concert, just whoosh, a bat just flying by?
Outdoors, sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
But luckily, she didn't go Aussie route and bite its head off.
It didn't get close
Growing up, we had a bat in our house once.
Thank you very
We
much.
opened up all the windows. I ran to my grandma's house and waited
So
till
you
it
got
was
out and the bat stayed in.
for a little while.
Big little eyes. All right, go ahead.
They're good at catching bugs. They clear out the bugs.
They're great
in
for
here.
mosquitoes.
Yes.
She doesn't like
They are, they're
cats,
great.
Right.
but she does
I'm okay
like.
with
she
bats.
does
Dylan,
like
you and I are on the
bats.
same page.
We're right there, Jose.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's take a look at this cold front that's going to be moving across the Great Lakes, and it is going to be exceptionally cold behind the front. So enjoy one more mild day up and down the East Coast today. 63 degrees in New York City, 68 in Washington, D.C., 74 in Norfolk, Virginia. That's 17 degrees above average. Pittsburgh, though, about 53 degrees. But look what happens as we go into tomorrow morning. Lansing, Michigan, well below freezing at 28 degrees. Pittsburgh below freezing at 29. Syracuse about 33. And the lake effect snow will take hold through the day on Sunday. Then Sunday afternoon, we're looking at temperatures to be below average, but a little bit closer to normal. The 60s certainly unusual for this time of year, but 30s and 40s across the Northeast. Charlotte, North Carolina, only 54 degrees. And then Monday morning, that's when it's going to be very blustery, very cold, with wind chills down in the teens and 20s. So get out that big jacket. Let's look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.